Hello Libra, welcome to your October reading. This is a general reading for all Libras, Sun, Moon, and Ascendant or rising signs. If you've been here before, welcome back. If you're new to the channel, I will be pulling what is called an ellipse spread, or what I was taught to be an ellipse spread. It's a 7-card spread. It's going to go into the past, present, future. It's going to give us some advice. It's going to tell us what is in the external to us. You know, things that we are not necessarily aware of. What our subconscious hopes and fears are. And what the final outcome at the end of the month will be. So like a farther future outcome. Ellipse spreads generally go about 3 to 4 weeks. So this is going to be pretty much for the month of October. And happy birthday, Libra, for those of you who have October birthdays. Yay for Libra. Okay, so I'm going to get right down to it. Remember, this is a general spread. It's not going to resonate with everyone, so take what resonates and leave the rest. Also remember that you have free will. I always love to say that, because sometimes we'll hear messages and we'll fixate on them, but we really do manifest our reality. So if there's something coming up that you don't like, you really do have the ability to change the direction in which you're going. You know, things don't happen necessarily overnight. Sometimes they do happen overnight, though, right? Just depends on how much preparation you've put into something. So as I said, some of this will be testament, some of this will be slightly predictive. Take what resonates, leave the rest behind. Okay, let's go. I'm going to pull our first set of cards with this Divine Tarot deck from Ciro Marchetti, and then I'll pull some clarifiers using the Witch's Tarot, because we are in the month of Halloween. And Libra, you may get sick of that, but you know, some of us never get sick of it, ever. Okay, what do we have in the recent past for Libra? Thank you, Spirit. What do we have in the present? What are the present energies surrounding Libra right now? Thank you, Spirit. What do we have in the near future for Libra? Please, near future for Libra. Thank you, Spirit. What do we have? What advice do we have for Libra? What's the advice, Spirit, that you have for Libra? What advice do you have for Libra, please? Here we go. Let me just see how we're doing on space here. I might have to move that guy over a little bit, my matches, for my delicious incense that I just lit. Okay. What do we have in the external for Libra, please, Spirit? Thank you. What do we have in the hopes and fears for Libra? Hopes and fears for Libra. Thank you, Spirit. That popped out, so I'll just show it to you as it popped out. And what do we have in as the final outcome for Libra? Thank you, Spirit. 4 of Cups. Okay. Make sure that you can see this. Yep. Okay. In the recent past, we have the Ace of Coins. Earth energy. In the present, we have Strength. Number 8. In the near future, we have the Moon. Your advice card, Libra, is the Death card. Love it. In the external, you have the 3 of Swords. And your hopes and fears, as we already saw, are the Page of Swords. And the final outcome is the 4 of Cups. Water energy there. All right, so sorry if I shook the camera. I'm not really technically savvy here, and so things don't always, I tend to shake the camera. Apologies. I apologize for that. All right, at the bottom of the deck, you have let's get that without a reflection. You have the 6 of Swords. This is one of my favorite 6 of Swords cards out of all the decks that I own. I just love it so much. This, like, traversing of dangerous waters into safe harbor. I just love it. And oftentimes the passenger in the 6 of Swords card is in the back of the boat, and I don't know what you would call him, but the person that's steering the boat is in the front. But in this deck, our passenger is at the front of the boat, really seeing clearly what's lying ahead and taking control. And I really like this card a lot. So Libra, if you've been having a rough time or a rough time making a decision recently, that's going to clear away. It's going to clear up for you. Also, if you've been feeling any kind of mild depression or ennui or malaise or just like laziness, that's also going to clear up for you. You're going to start to get more active, I think, as the end of the month goes by. Okay, so in the recent past, you had the Ace of Cups. Beautiful card. Something, maybe you received a gift of some sort. Maybe your finances increased in some way, or you started a new relationship that has potential. Either way, something new, some kind of foundation started for you in the recent past that is very solid. Something that will affect your security, or something that did affect your security. So something that brought more security to you. Could be an investment that you made that's going well. Could be a new relationship that you started, Libra, that's going well. Something solid, something in the 3D, in the here and now, in the physical, because the Ace is a pentacle, so it's a physical card. Clarifying it, we got the Page of Cups. So something very near and dear to your heart, Libra. This could be a new project that you started, maybe a new artistic venture. Our Page there is actually painting a picture, so maybe you taken up a new hobby that you used to make you really happy, and that you haven't you just hadn't done in a really long time, and you decided to take it up again. But I'm getting the feeling of something active. For some, of course, it could be a new relationship, but I'm not getting that as the main focus for everybody with that Page of Cups. I think that this is more of an expression of your inner, something that you feel passionate about, and you've been able to express it recently. And can I get another clarifier on that Ace of Discs, please, Spirit? Another clarifier on the Ace of Discs. Two of Pentacles, stuff shifting for you, change, keeping busy. And the Ace of Pentacles, again, clarifying the Ace of Pentacles. So, okay. So, yeah, I feel like this is just a new start, something, a change for the better. Again, for some of you, this has been a change for the better in finances, for sure. I'm getting investments for some reason, more so than a raise. So maybe you got a new job. So this is a new job that pays more. But I'm also getting, for some of you, this is a newfound joy. Something, you've found joy in something that you used to do, Libra. And I think that it's bringing you a lot of satisfaction. Let's look at the present. We've got strength in the present. Okay, so strength very much being a card of taming, taming your desires, taming the need to control. So sometimes it's about controlling yourself, controlling how you communicate with others. Sometimes it's controlling any negative aspects of your personalities, taming the beast within. Let's get some clarifiers for you, Libra. Why strength in the present? What's Libra going through right now? Why strength in the present, please? Temperance, so patience. Yep, there's something that you need to temper, you need to be patient about. Why temperance, please, Spirit? Thank you. The Fool, something new is starting up. Something new for you, and this is a new way I'm getting, because it's strength and temperance. We have two major arcanas, well, three major arcanas actually. Temperance and the Fool and the Strength card. I'm really getting that this new beginning that you came, that has come through with the Ace, this is something that Well, it's definitely, so I'm getting different stories. For some of you, this new opportunity is definitely making you feel and energized again, free, feeling younger, feeling just full of, energy and joie de vivre, joy for life, with that page of cups that we had in the recent past. All of this, all of your hard work has come together, and you're starting to reap the benefits of what you had been working on for so long, right? What else? Can you give me another clarifier for strength, please? The Knight of Pentacles. So yeah, something that you've been working on for a really long time. This offer has come through for you, or you received an offer, or an offer that you made to somebody else has come through. Okay, the Eight of Cups popped up for us. So what I'm getting here is you decided to walk away from something that wasn't working, right? Obviously something that wasn't working for you. Libra, you're in the process right now of leaving behind. And because we've got so many major arcanas, I feel like this is a way of being for you, a new way of communicating, a new way of living, a new philosophy for yourself. Let's look at the near future. Why the Moon? Thank you, Spirit. Why the Moon? There's a little uncertainty here with the Moon, but with all the creative cards that we were getting before, the Moon can also speak of a very creative phase, a time when you get in touch with feminine energies, when you are open to creativity. If you're an artist, you may be really prolific right now. You may be creating a lot of work. All right, Libra, let's see. Thank you, Spirit. Why the Moon? Can you please clarify the Moon, please? Why the Moon for Libra? Spirit doesn't want to give me a clarification card. Why the Moon? All right. The Hermit. Okay. Shuffle through these a little more. We're going to figure out why the Hermit. Hermit, right? Sign of Virgo. The Moon being sign of Cancer for me. Why the Hermit? Clarifying the Moon, please. What's going on with Libra in the near future? The Ace of Wands. Okay, so Libra, you're going to be going into a period of serious self-reflection coming up within the next couple of weeks in October. For you, I think that you're going to be doing a lot of reflecting on the past, on all the things that you have put together. Eight of Pentacles, all the work that you've done to get yourself to the point where you're at now. That Ace of Wands is you assessing your how successful you've been in asserting your will, in creating your desires, in manifesting your desires. How successful have you been doing that? All the work that you've been doing, how has that been manifesting in the 3D for you? I think that those are going to be the questions that you're going to be asking yourself in the near future. I think that you're kind of skirting on the edge of action and inaction, and so this is just a message I'm getting. It may not be obvious in the cards, but I'm feeling like you're really thinking, and I'm getting this kind of from the Strength card, but you've been looking at your actions, and you've been trying to balance with that Strength card. How much do you give and how much do you get back, right? So for some of you, I feel like that is kind of relevant. That Eight of Pentacles card can talk about setting boundaries as well. And that with that Ace of Wands and the Virgo card, the Hermit card, you seeking inner wisdom, and with the Moon, with things not really being as they seem, I feel like you're assessing your boundaries. I'm getting that strongly for some Libras. So you're definitely sitting here looking and thinking, am I too controlling? Have I been putting, have I been trying to force my will on others rather than letting them be who they are? I think these are bigger questions that you'll be asking yourself in October. Why the Death card? So that's your advice card, Libra. In the advice, in the what to do is the Death card, and that's to embrace change. Death card, of course, you know, I always talk about this, my pet peeve, when we automatically say, oh, the Death card, there's a Scorpio coming into your life, or a Scorpio that's going to play a major part in, you know, what's happening for you in the next few weeks. And while yes, of course that could happen, we're ignoring the actual meaning of the card, which is transition, right? And a new way of looking at things. And you're being asked right now by Spirit, Libra, to embrace the change that is coming for you, okay? So it's the ending of old patterns, old beliefs, old ways of thinking, and starting new ones. For some, it could be physical change, could be a physical move for some of you, or you may have recently just moved, and it's just a continuation of embracing that change. Let's get some clarifiers. I don't know why I got for some of you just moved, but I do feel for some of you you moved, like physical locations. All right, clarify, change. Okay, you got the Lovers. So for some of you, you may be ending a relationship, or you may be starting a relationship. Why the Lovers? Why the Lovers is part of Death? Why the Lovers, please, Spirit? Some of you may have a choice to make. You got the Eight of Swords, feeling trapped, stuck in your head, and the Ace of Cups. All right, so some of you are you know, really stuck in your head about what to do about a new relationship. Do you stay or do you go? I mean, it's kind of as simple as that. But you're not seeing the big picture, because what you're thinking with that moon is your perception of the situation is incomplete. It is not what you think it is. You don't really have the right, you don't have all the information. And so with that Ace of Cups, clarifying, I think you're being told to really be honest with yourself about what it is that you want. And when you're making this choice, when you're making this decision in terms of this relationship, you're going to need to be honest with yourself and be honest with the other person, and talk about what your true desires are, and also listen to the other person, because I think that you're not really listening to them with that moon in the near future. You're not really hearing things clearly. Your boundaries are too you've set your boundaries are too strict right now, okay? So try to hear what the other person is saying, and try to appreciate what they bring to the situation. Change the way you're looking at things. In the external, you have the Three of Swords, so some kind of disappointment. Let's get a clarifier on that Three of Swords. Why the three? I'm sorry, Libra. Why the Three of Swords? We got a bunch of cards here. Two of Cups, disappointment in a relationship, Wheel of Fortune, and the King of Wands. So what I'm getting for you, Libra, is that you were in a relationship, and you felt that that person was your person, that they had everything that you wanted, and you were pretty gung-ho about the relationship. You really were feeling strongly about it, but I don't know. I want to say, what happened? Let's get a clarifier. Let's pull a clarifier. What happened? I'm going to use a different deck to get a clarifier, because I'm being nosy. Let's pull this deck. Let's use this deck. This is, I I don't know. I could be... This is probably the Witch's Tarot. I always mess up the names of the decks. I think the one that I've been using might be the Everyday Witch. I don't know. You know what, you guys? I'm sorry. I'm sure you know, probably, as you're watching, the names of these tarot decks. If you really want to know, leave a message for me, and I'll look it up for you. Okay, what happened here? What happened for Libra with this relationship? Why in the external? What happened here? All right, they don't want to give me any clarifiers, but what I just heard was that this external, this Three of Swords situation is separate from the cards that have come previous to it. So two separate things. So the cards that we have here, these are speaking more of just an internal way of being and the physical. Things have been going well for you in terms of work and in terms of just getting your affairs in order. You've been doing a really good job of that. And but coming into the near future, you're going to run into some kind of confusion. And I think it's going to come in terms of boundaries and what kind of boundaries do you set, okay? You're being told to not get so stuck into your normal, maybe overthinking things when you make this, as you transition into this new phase that you're going through, because you do have the Death card as your advice. So this is big energy, right? This is major arcana energy. So this is a new way of living, basically. So as you make choices that affect the way you move forward and the way you communicate with yourself and with others, it's going to be important that you kind of change your viewpoint. I think that the Eight of Swords with the Ace of Cups is saying that you really need to start being nicer to yourself, Libra, okay, and love yourself. And it's easier said than done, and it sounds cheesy, love yourself, but I think it's going to be important that you do that, because when you can really accept yourself as who you are and you can love yourself, that's when you can actually love other people. We know that, but you can't really be in a good relationship with somebody else unless you're in a good relationship with yourself. It sounds cheesy, but what we say to other people and how we express ourselves to other people is always a reflection of how we feel about ourselves. So it's important that that you embrace this new Ace of Cups feeling, this new joy, this new fill your own cup, right? This new sense of filling your own cup and letting it overflow. As you can see here, her cup here is overflowing. She has enough love for herself, and she has so much love that it's overflowing from her cup, and she can give it to others. And then you see the little fox or whatever that animal is at the bottom licking up the water, and so that extra love is providing sustenance to the fox, and there's a little plant growing as well. So the more we love ourselves, as that energy overflows, we can give to others, and we can create and let other experiences, entities, life forces live. So very important for you, Libra, to do that. In the external, that Three of Swords, I think that there was something that happened separate from all of that, as we were saying. That's what I heard. So disappointment in a relationship for you. You felt that you were the you felt that you were the King of Wands in this situation, and that you were into this relationship, but it ended. It ended for some reason. And why did it end? I'm not getting clarification on that. Why did it end? What happened? Why did it end for Libra? Because I feel like that's a completely separate story. Why did it end for Libra? What happened? All right, I'm hearing it doesn't matter. What happened is it happened. All right, so what happened is it happened. All right, that relationship ended. And now it's time to move on. In your hopes and fears, you have the Page of Swords. Why the Page of Swords? So many cards, but the first one, The Four of Pentacles, the need to control. Look, he's sitting on that. So the Page of Swords is always about gathering information, right? The Page of Swords is young. He's emotionally immature, but he's gathering information there. He's learning. He's trying to find a balance between the intellect and the emotions. So he's trying to, learn as much as he can and control his thoughts. Some people talk about it as being kind of like a spy card, but we're not going to go there. Clarifying the Page of Swords is the Four of Pentacles. So you're thinking about your need to control things. And this guy, that Four of Pentacles, he's sitting on that chest. He's like sitting on it. He's locked stuff away in there. How long do you keep things locked away? You can lock something up for so long that it goes out of sight. It disappears. It gets buried. And then you never experience the pleasure of what's you've locked away in that chest. It gets buried, and maybe generations from now it gets pulled up again. So that need to control, that need to protect yourself, or to protect your emotions, is not always beneficial, because you can miss out on experiences and miss out on the joy of sharing and expressing and loving and being with somebody else. So I think that your hopes and fears here are that you're doing that you are being a little too controlling, too rigid. Let's see if we get another card here. Why the Four of Pentacles, please? The Nine of Cups, wish fulfillment. You want wish fulfillment, but you feel like maybe you're over controlling things, being too rigid, being too controlling. Why the Nine of Cups? The Four of Swords, needing to heal and rest. I think that you're hoping for a break, a little bit of rest, to bring a little bit of healing for you. I think that's going to happen for you. Coming in the near future, it's what you want. It's what you are afraid you won't get, though. Okay. But your advice is to look at your situation in another way. So you will be getting that healing, that rest, that healing, that mental relief. I think will come for you if you can change the way that you think about yourself, really, because there's that Ace of Cups clarifying your advice column, and that's saying you need to change the way you think about yourself. Okay, you need to love yourself. Very important. You need to love yourself, and that'll bring healing. All right, why the Four of Cups, Libra, at the end? Why the final outcome for the Four of Cups? Thank you, Spirit. Why the Four of Cups? Why the Four of Cups, please? The Knight of Swords. I love this Knight of Swords card. So great. And the World. Okay, so, you move from the Page of Swords to the Knight of Swords and the World. So as you contemplate things, and I really like this Four of Cups card a lot, because this Four of Cups card for me is very much, see, he's looking at that cup. Usually in the Four of Cups, the person isn't even looking at the cup, doesn't want to even think about it. But here, Libra, which is brilliant, because Libra, you are a sign of balance and of, very high intellect and wanting everything to be balanced. You are considering that fourth cup, which is very much a Libra trait, right? You're not ignoring it, you're actually looking at it and you're considering it. You're thinking, what are the benefits behind this fourth cup, or what is that fourth cup saying to me? So with the Knight of Swords, and the Knight of Swords here very much cutting through confusion, cutting through all these, all the noise that the birds around him are presenting. He's very much on a mission, can't stop me. I feel like once you assess your situation, Libra, you're going to move forward by the end of the month. You're going to move out of this sense of confusion. You're going to move away from that heartache, and you got the world, which is brilliant because you're on your way to a whole new time period, right? I don't want to say timeline, but a whole new phase in your life of new experiences. The world talking about successful completion of a cycle. So whatever all of this is for you, by the end of the month, you're going to be moving ahead. You're going to have like a definite sense of calling, a direction, definite clarity on where you want to move forward, and you're going to go there, and that new direction is going to bring a successful resolution to this period that you've been in, and you're going to start a whole new timeline, basically a whole new phase of life. And that's where that, again, clarifying death. This is one cycle is ending and a new one is beginning for you. And I think that as you move through the month of October, you're going to really feel the weight of that transition. It's really going to, you're going to feel it strongly. Any kind of malaise that you felt or any kind of depression over that Three of Swords feeling, it's going to be gone by the end of the month for you. Whatever decision you make, how you're going to move forward, that's going to propel you into the next stage. All right, Libra, let's pull some oracle cards for you. We'll end this with some oracle cards. We're going to pull Nature's Whispers oracle card for you. I like the oracle cards at the end because they kind of pull us out, give us a higher perspective. Generally bring the whole spread together. All right, the whole reading. Thank you, Spirit. What advice do you have for Libra? Ooh, I pulled 2 cards. All right. You got Acceptance of Love and Ideal Course of Action. Look how beautiful these cards are. Acceptance of Love and Ideal Course of Action. And I apologize for my really silly looking nails, but I got gel nail polish done and I can't get the nail polish off, and I don't really want to soak my fingernails in acetone for an hour. So I'm just letting it grow out. So sorry if it looks silly, but what you gonna do? I'll never do gel nail polish again. Okay, you got Acceptance of Love and Ideal Course of Action, and I'm going to read from the book for these for you because I really love the book in this deck. This is the deck if you're interested, Nature's Whispers. All right, 38, number 38, Acceptance of Love. This image is a representation of the harmony of opposites, masculine and feminine. You have the ability to give love freely to yourself and to others. It is important to understand that you are whole, complete, and perfect now and will enhance the life of another. Love can happen. Love is the truth of all situations. Love the soul embodied inside you. Express more love in your life and allow yourself to feel loved. Everything happens exactly when it is supposed to. In that order, everything that happens is what is supposed to take place. You bring a bright light and individuality into this world, Libra. That's what we were talking about with that Ace of Cups and what to do. Definitely pulling that in and giving us a higher perspective and a more eloquent description. Okay, let's go to Ideal Course of Action, number 37. So you got 2 consecutive numbers. Ideal Course of Action. It is easy to be overwhelmed in the planning of a new endeavor. Simplify your plans. Clearly envisage what you would like to accomplish and find ways to ensure you can stay on path. Eliminate self-sabotage or other behavior that might derail you. Determine what you desire next. Do this through daydreaming and visualizing what delights and inspires you. Trust that this is an important phase that is necessary to maintain alignment and clarity. Okay, so for some of you, that's where that moon is tying in. Really important to give yourself that time to meditate, to daydream, to try to, listen to your dreams. See where they take you. See how they inspire you. See what messages you receive. Okay, I'm going to pull one final card for you from the Blue Messiah Oracle cards. These will take us, they usually take us out even one step further. We'll end the reading with this, one of these cards. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Spirit. What advice do you have for Libra, please? Okay, Libra, you got planetary shifts. Number 22. All right, you got a quote from Jimi Hendrix. So for the musicians out there, very cool. When the power of love overcomes the love of power, the world will know peace. That's a quote from Jimi Hendrix. Okay, we are living in a transitioning world where there are many uncertainties. Time is speeding up and many people are sensing great shifts in Mother Earth's vibrational frequencies. This card serves as a guide to assist you through the changes within your energy body as Gaia moves through her own spiritual evolution. As the paradigms of the old world pass and the beginnings of the new world emerges, the clash between the planetary mind and heart can be felt. Resistance to move forward and merge with the peace and harmony of the heart can bring forth fear and controlling forces that create disharmony and the lure of illusionary distractions that target the mind. Just as Mother Earth makes her transitional journey into the heart, so too do you move through these changes. If your mind is distracting you from moving forward with your heart, it is time to make a choice, heart or mind. There will come a time when both your mind and heart will coexist and work together as one. However, to get there, one must first surrender in entirety to the inner stirrings of the heart. When you follow your heart without the restraints of the mind, you align your energy with love that individually and collectively transforms the world in unity and peace. This card is connected to the solar plexus and heart chakras. Your exercise is to spend time in nature and connect to the heart of Mother Earth. By doing this, you will strengthen your connection to your own heart. Your affirmation is, when I follow my heart, I am open, willing, and courageous in all that I do. All right, Libra, I hope you found this helpful. If you have any insight or any comments on the cards, on the spread, on any thoughts that they may have inspired, please leave them below for me. And don't forget to like, I know I need to say this stuff, right? Don't forget to like the video if you found it helpful. And if you're not already subscribed to the channel, please do so. That'll help my channel grow and that'll tell me that you found this useful. All right, Libra, have a great October and I will catch you next time. Bye.